Howdy everyone, this is Konstantin. Welcome to Rostov-on-Don, the south of Russia. This is inside Russia, where I do daily updates on what is happening in Russia. And this seems a little, whoops. There you go. Another update. Very strange situation happened today. I'm going to tell you a personal story of what I saw today. And this is the first sign, one of the first signs of the economic apocalypse that I've been telling you about. Not a great situation whatsoever. Give you a little... basically, it's not a message today, but it's a news update, which can be considered as message, I guess. You know, for the first half of the stream, I'm shutting the comments off as usual, and then once I'm done with the message, I am turning them on. So I would love to hear a feedback from you. I would love to hear what you've got to say. And, you know, something nice would be great. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, I've been telling all along that Russia is up for a really hard time economically, and economic tsunami. The earthquake happened somewhere far in the ocean, and the tsunami wave was formed, and it's coming towards us. Now, it's been 3 months since the earthquake hit, and the wave is here. The first signs, I've told you about, shopping mall halfway closed, like tons of stores closed. I've told you about generally people buying less, and now I was absolutely shocked. This morning I went shopping, and now Rostov-on-Don is a city of 1 million people. And, you know, it's not the poorest city in Russia, it's not the richest, it's fairly well to do, you know. People, well, let's put it this way, we don't starve here in Rostov-on-Don. Everything is fairly well. There are plenty of stores, plenty of food, plenty of entertainment. I've never seen many beggars here in Rostov. I've never seen homeless people. Just here and there, very few, you know. So overall, this is a fairly pleasant city. So this morning, I get to a close food supermarket. And that supermarket was featured in my videos quite a few times. In the pandemic, couple years back, I did a walking tour of that food supermarket just to show how you know, Russia has everything stocked, well stocked in terms of food. And I think I did a couple videos from that store. Now, I got there with no intention of filming. I just needed to do food shopping. And I went to a dairy section. And oh my God, I had never seen that before, okay? Butter, regular butter. Every single item on shelves was locked inside of a plastic cage. Anti-theft device, okay? Usually, I've seen these devices before, okay? Usually, they had placed razors, Gillette razors, very expensive razors, $15, something like that, and cassettes, the razors for, you know, the razors, the thing is, it's really easy and not difficult to shoplift these things. Okay, person just takes it, puts in the pocket, walks away. That's it. So they would put this little things, expensive things, into this anti-theft large plastic cages, so to speak. And another thing I saw in the cage was red caviar, small cans of red caviar, and memory cards, SD memory cards. Okay. This morning I saw butter. Very strange. So I took pictures and I figured that's something interesting. I took pictures and there was a manager standing right next to this section, right? And I came to the manager and I asked her, like, what was the ordeal? And the lady looked at me like I was a little strange. And she said, well, don't you know that, we have many shoplifters? I said, well, butter, shoplifting. Why would anyone shoplift butter? And she looked at me, she kept on looking at me like I was a little slow, She's like, well, the butter is the easiest thing in the store to shoplift, It just, they take a piece of butter, like a package of butter, slip in the pocket and walk away. There's nothing metal, and you can go right through this security frame and it's not gonna make a sound, okay? And people started stealing butter. I said, well, since when? She said, well, for the past 2 months. For the past 2 months. And I said, are stealing anything else? She said, well, stealing everything, they're shoplifting everything in terms of food. It's just butter is the easiest. We do not catch people stealing butter. And I said, well, who steals? She said, well, usually older people, retired people. And then I was like, wow, I was speechless. And she looked at me at the end and she said, well, you know what? No wonder. With the price hikes like this, no wonder that people steal. Wow. My friends, what can I say? I'm not making this thing up, okay? Anyone can go and check out this store. It's a pretty famous place in Rostov-on-Don. This place is called the shopping center Sokol, okay? And it has a food supermarket on the ground zero, on the ground. Go and check, go and see for yourself, okay? And I asked her if they implemented this anti-theft thing for butter in other stores. She said it was the pilot one in Rostov for the butter, the pilot project, and they are placing this all over Rostov. Now, I had never seen anything like this. All other stores, big supermarkets, didn't have that. Now I'm going specifically to large food supermarkets, 2 or 3 nearby, and I'm gonna check if it's happening in the other stores as well. But at least it's happening in Перекресток, which is a huge chain here, food supermarket chain. And to me it's pretty bad, because this is one of the first signs of the economic apocalypse that's coming up. It's the tsunami. It's the wave that is right here. It's not, hypothetically somewhere out there happened and then coming to us. It's right here. To me, how this tsunami looks like. People cannot afford butter, especially older people who can, probably they get retirement, the pension, and what can I say? It's pretty bad. And it's only been 3 months. Now, again, I totally agree with Russia's central bank's head, Elvira Nabiulina, who about a month ago, she had an open message to the senators. She actually came onto the Senate floor and she was giving the speech to Russian senators. And she said that Russia is facing really hard times unseen before. And she gave the time frame midsummer. Now, I had initially thought it would happen later, like towards September. But hey, what do I know? Elvira Nabiulina is much more knowledgeable than I am. She's the head of Russia's central bank. So she said midsummer. And you know what? This is almost summer. One more week and we're in the summer. And she's right. Butter cages is the first sign. I'm feeling pretty sad about this. Not much I can do except for, you know what? I go food shopping, and if I see like an older person having troubles buying basic food things like pasta or butter or milk, you can spot people like that. I mean, I spotted a couple people. They're like poorly dressed. They're clean, but they don't have much money for clothing, And they just stand there in front of a shelf and they count pennies in their hand and they're looking at the prices and they compare and they're like trying to think what they can buy and they're older. I saw a couple people like that. So every time I see a person struggling, I'm just gonna cover the bill. I'm gonna buy them butter, bread, milk, pasta, things like that, I don't know what else I can do. It's pretty bad. This is one of the first signs. Now, this is major. In my eyes, this is major. I think it's pretty bad. Another major thing I saw today was this. Russia is having troubles selling its oil. There are large vessels, tankers, we call them oil tankers. They usually come to the ports of Russia and get loaded with oil and then sail to the customers and deliver oil to the ports of destination. Russian newspaper Kommersant, which is pretty decent newspaper. It's like Wall Street Journal, for Russia. It today, I quote, hang on. It had a major news today, okay? Now, listen to this. 62 million barrels of Russian oil is not needed. No one wants to buy. By two simple reasons. Because no one wants to deal with the US sanctions. The USA and Great Britain have forbidden import of Russian oil and oil products because of the situation in Ukraine. And other countries are avoiding buying oil from Russia because they are afraid future possible sanctions from the United States and the UK. Now, listen to this. I'm talking about the Russian oil. The brand is, the sort of oil is Urals. It's called Urals. That's what Russia supplies and sells in the world. Russian oil has dropped, the price of Russian oil has dropped to a minimum since August of 2021. Almost a year. Guess what? The gas prices inside of Russia for the consumers, for us, have risen by at least 3%. You see, our oil is being traded very low, but our gas prices are going up. They're not skyrocketing, okay? They are about 3% up from the level that was before the start of this event, okay? But still, they're not dropping. You see? You see what's going on? You see what they're doing to us? They're actually making money on us. They think that we have like the deepest pockets. It's crazy. I would also like to give you my personal estimation of what's happening in the city of Rostov-on-Don. I spent not too much time in Moscow. Came back from Uzbekistan, spent a couple days in Moscow, traveled to Rostov, spent 10 days in Rostov, traveled back for about 10 days, almost 2 weeks. 2 weeks in Moscow, traveled back to Rostov. You know, my schedule requires. It's not for leisure. It's, it's something I had to do. But couple observations about Moscow and Rostov. Moscow is at its highest peak right now. It's the imperial city at its best. The city is fantastically beautiful. It's clean, well maintained. I would say it's perfect. Okay, very close to perfect. Roads are brand new. They're absolutely perfect. Everything's painted. Everything, all the trees are, they basically replaced within the past few years old trees with the new ones. And the new ones are absolutely fantastic. You drive one of the chaussee, which is boulevards of Moscow, and you look left and right and you go, wow, this is awesome, okay? You go to Gorky Park and it's perfect. It's well maintained. It's just, you go and you say, well, this place is for enjoyment. It's really enjoying to live here. It's an environment for life, okay? And this is the highest peak of Moscow's, how do I say that? Moscow's glory, okay? Now, I think that this is going to be it. From now on, it's going to go downwards because obviously there will be less and less money for maintaining the city. But we'll see. That's just my prediction. Now, what about Rostov-on-Don? Not as great. Things are not as great. The major highway that we traveled on, M4, terrible shape in Rostov region. Everywhere else, Moscow province, Tula province, Lipetsk province, Voronezh province, the chaussee, the highway is nearly perfect. It's a toll highway. You hit Rostov province and it's terrible. Tens of miles, parts of the highway are just blocked. One side of it is blocked and no road works. It's supposed to be. And I don't know what they're doing, but this is crazy, okay? That's all right. So you get to the city of Rostov-on-Don and it's not bad. It's clean, fairly clean. Everything is fresh, so to speak. You could see that the city manager there's a new city manager. He has done pretty good job for the past couple years. And it just shows. The old Rostov was much more worn out, much more older, much less maintained. This new Rostov, couple years, you see that the work has been done. But Rostov starts showing first signs of demise. The roads are much worse. Their shape is much worse than was last year. Pit holes, almost everywhere. This is crazy. I mean, Rostov was fully renovated towards for the World Cup of 2018. The roads were absolutely brand new. They were replaced. Now they're not well maintained, and those good roads that existed in 2018 as a show-off of Russian glory, they start deteriorating, okay? I guess city manager has nothing to do or has very little to do with the roads, and there's a different department that's taking care of the roads, but they're not well. Quality of water dropped. Perhaps I just started noticing, I don't know, but more chlorine in the water. I don't know why. Perhaps they use less money to clean the water. Overall feel in Rostov, like Moscow is the glory, glory of everything. It's like Rome at its highest peak. And Rostov is different. Rostov is, everyone is bit down. Everyone is concerned. You can see in people's eyes. Like I took you to the embankment and there was not much joy. Usually, oh my gosh, that place is full of joy, full of happiness. Families, children play. And it's just, you get there and it's like, wow, this is fantastic. Not any longer. Not any longer. Concern. That's the word I would say. Cops in full gear, like riot gear with bulletproof vests, AK-47s, roadblocks. When you get into the city or get out of the city, they check some cars, and so this concern is in the air. It's better than Moscow for me personally, because my family is here. I have a large house here and so forth. But generally, that's what it is. Anyway, this has been my update on things happening here in the south of Russia. Hope you found it interesting. Hope you like it. This butter thing just really made me feel crappy this morning. I'd never seen anything like this. Stealing butter, and I had never heard anything like this. Stealing butter. What else do they steal? Bread, milk, potatoes. They put potatoes in their pockets. That's just crazy. Definitely, it's not. Russia is much better than that. It just doesn't have to get this low. Anyway, this has been my message. I'm about to turn the comments on. Please let me know what you think. I would like to know your feedback, your opinions. If you put something in the comments, two things. First of all, make sure it's in caps so I see it. Second, put your country and your city where you're from. It's much more interesting to read your location and understand the geography of this chat. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Also, please try to make this chat clean. Russia is not the safest place any longer for anyone to speak up freely, to say names, to say things that are happening outside of Russia. Please, I know what is happening outside. I'm well informed. Okay, if you want to say something, if you think that you know something I don't, email me after the stream, but just don't put it in the chat. I have a team of wonderful mods. They are Lorna, Mommy, Robert Bates, Bob S., Yarn Prepper, Harry Potman, and Pinball. Julie F., unfortunately, has departed the team. Personal reasons. She's really busy and she cannot put so much time into the streams any longer. But the good news is that Harry Potman is coming back very soon. He was away in Spain and now he's moving back to Finland, and he'll be able to actually join the streams. His schedule, vice versa, is going back to normal. So please respect me, respect the mods, and listen to the mods. And the chat is on. Thank you. We have about 1,853 people watching, which is amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. If you are just joining, I just delivered my message for today, and This is the comment section. Give me a second here so I can see everything well. Thomas is the first one today. Lorna and Mommy were just right behind him. The usual suspects here. You know, the mods, Mommy, Lorna, Robert, Bob, and Todd, Sylvia, Dirk, Golden Griffon, Brian Vetty, Ultra Sassy Becca, Frank in Texas, the usual suspects. Thanks for coming back. Great to see you. There's a first super chat from Reese Gray. Thank you, Reese. Hello from Canada, Mr. Popular. Financial situation in Russia seems to be deteriorating. Obviously, you know, if they start stealing butter, it's sad. It's sad. I cannot throw a stone into a person who steals butter because, you know, they don't have money. I hoped citizens would be asking questions by how the opposite seems to be true, just nationalism or apathy. Just, I don't know what to say. Reese, thank you so much. Your questions are just spot on. Your comments and your messages are spot on. Always. Thank you. Your support is also appreciated. Eyes, thank you for a huge super chat of $100. Thank you very much. You are the latest champion of this live stream. You know, thanks for your support. The super chats are very welcome. And you don't leave messages, but you know what? Your super chats are messages hugely strong and hugely huge. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Miss Me, $5. Good evening, lovely peeps. I hope they're wearing cooling mints as an underlayer. Butter will melt. In World War II, they made women wait in the sun. Sad. What can I say? Thanks for the super chat. Thank you. Piggy Maximus, Lebanon, Beirut. Wow. Wow. Welcome. But it's great to see you. Hello. Here in Lebanon, the official exchange rate to USD is 1,500 lira, but the black market is now at 33,000. Wow! Is anything similar happening in Russia? Yes! Yes, very similar happening in Russia. Thank you for bringing this up. Piggy Maximus, thanks for the super chat. And let me tell you, I'm making a separate video on Russian ruble. Just Russian ruble official exchange rate is $1 to 60 something, 62 rubles right now. But that's virtual, okay? For example, if I receive money into my account from America, $100, I can exchange it internally for virtual currency, for virtual rubles at $100 for, let's say 62 is the official, and usually banks give 57, 58. I sold rubles, my dollars for rubles at 57 today, okay, $1,000. So I got 57,000 rubles, right? Right, 57,000. But if I had dollars in my hand and I would go to the black market to a person who would be buying or selling, you know, exchange, I would get 100 rubles for my $100. So that's just to tell you how different the exchange rate is. But please keep on tuning in because I'm making a separate video on that. just to understand how strong Russian ruble is, people freaking go and steal butter because they don't have money. Whew. Brian V. $10 to help the dedushka and babushkas. I feel special need to help our seniors. Thank you. Look, every time I see a person in need in front of me, I would definitely buy them. I will buy them milk, bread, whatever. It's not much. It's like $10, $7, something like that. But they don't even have that. Okay. So thanks for the super chat. John Wakamatsu, buy some tea. Thank you so much. This is Ceylon tea. I found my favorite. It's called Melesna. This one is particular is Earl Grey, and this is really good quality. The supplier, I'm not sponsored by him or anything like that, but this company that delivers here in Russia, the tea is excellent. Melesna from Sri Lanka. I guess any real Sri Lankan tea is good, but this particular company doesn't cut corners like other companies do, So thank you for your super chat. Eyes, $50. So you super chatted 100 and now you super chatting 50. What can I say? Thank you so much. Would you like to ask me a question? Would you like to me to answer anything? Just let me know. Much appreciated. Karen O, 10 Canadian dollars. You're a very good man. Thank you so much. I pray your kindness, bravery is contagious because it's needed. Ottawa, Canada. Thank you, Karen. Thank you. You're usual suspect at this channel, usual super chatter, serial super chatter. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sending love to Canada. Karen from Maine, $100. Speak to many people about you. Today my daughter sent me this for the orphan babies. Please use for the elderly, hungry folks too. Thank you to my daughter Carly. You make me so proud. Love to everyone else. Thank you so much. Karen, I already have your $100 that I'm going to take. I think it's written down. I think it's your $100 definitely. So that's another $100. And there are two from super chats from Denmark. I think it's either 40 or 20 Danish krones twice. So that's... My dad passed away a year ago, 27th of May, and one of the reasons I came here in May is for his service, like 1 year service, remembrance service. So it's been busy. Tomorrow I'm taking a day off work, and day after tomorrow, and actually we're tomorrow preparing, and day after tomorrow we're doing it. And the next week I'm gonna go and take this money, and me and Natasha are going to go and buy things on the list for the operants, and I film it. I haven't decided whether I want to make it public or not, because it's just, I don't know. But I definitely will make it. I will film it and I will make it limited access. I actually will show you what your money do here in Rostov. Phil S, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for the channel. Konstantin, my heart is with you, my brother. Thank you, Phil. Thank you so much. Much appreciated, and trust me, my heart is also with you. Courtney King, just found your page today. You have been watching all day. Thank you. That's the best compliment I get, when a person writes me, hey, I just found your channel and I keep watching all the videos, because it took me so many hours to make videos, so many efforts. And now my latest video got like blown up, and it's like over 2 million views, and it feels really good. But you know what? For 1 year, I was making videos 10, 20, 30 minutes long. And it takes at least 10 hours to make a decent video, okay? You think about this idea, you kind of script it out in your hand. Sometimes you put bullets, then you go and shoot, film, then you edit, you upload, and hold on, at least 10 hours. And then you get 200 views. And that's so discouraging, you know. And I was getting that week after week after week. And the usual suspects, you know, Golden Griffon remembers that, Lorna, Mommy, you know. So people saying, hey, we're watching your videos all day long, like many times, like other videos. It's such a huge compliment to me. Thank you so much. Well, finally people watching my videos, and finally they actually liking it, you know. So it means that my work that I was doing for a couple years was not in vain. Thank you. Courtney King, welcome to the channel. Please stay. Please don't leave. 1,000 Norwegian krones. That's a lot. Awesome info you give. Thank you from Norway. Viking Power. Thank you so much. Tangen, I really appreciate the super chat. I appreciate your message. Thank you very much. Please keep on tuning in every single day. Sometimes I'm more tired. Sometimes I'm sleepy. Like yesterday, I was really sleepy. But hey, you know what? No matter what, even if I fall asleep in the stream, I show up and I deliver a message, because I think it's important for you to get the messages from inside Russia that actually come from me, from a real person, not from the media, not from the news and things like that. I overslept once, missed completely. Then I think 4 or 5 times I was in transition driving. Other than that, every single night. Please keep on coming back. Jamie Bed, usual super chatter. Thank you so much. Not usual, serial super chatter. Yes. To help you buy food for the elderly. Thank you. Well, I'm making a promise that every time I see someone in need, you know, your super chats are very welcome. Even without super chats, I'd do that, you know. But thank you so much. Do we have a new sponsor? Donald Ellsworth. Welcome to Inside Russia. Czech Republic. Wow. Every time I see a message, let alone super chat, from Czech Republic, from Poland, Slovakia, Lithuania, Latvia, really double touches my heart, because such a, you know, harsh relationship, such a history that we have with the countries. And then when a person from one of those countries reaches out to me, that's just, that's great. Thank you so much. The message is, thank you for keeping us informed about what's happening in your country. It's really sad, and how decent, ordinary Russian people are suffering so much. Your content is very interesting. Thank you from Prague. Thank you. Is it Oxygen? Thank you. I'm very familiar with Prague. My mom and dad lived in Prague for 10 years. I visited Prague, must have been 20 times. Sheberova Patov, that's the area that my mom and dad lived in. Fantastic city, fantastic people. Thank you so much for the message, and thanks for the super chat. Trust me, it's sad for you to hear this, what I say, but it's double, triple, quadruple sad for me to see it and to experience it, because I'm right in the middle of this whole thing. You know, when I see older folks that worked all their lives, hard-working folks, cannot afford freaking butter. Klaus Zeidler, thank you for the poor people. God bless. You know what? I'm going to go back and I'm going to write down so to make sure that I know the amount that was given for this purpose. G. Christans, welcome to the... Thank you for becoming the sponsor. Welcome to Inside Russia. I have a feeling I missed a few super chats. Mods, please, if I missed something, could you please let me know? I'll scan quickly. Phil S. Karen. Yeah, I think all covered. Karen Vasseur, $3. Thank you so much. Live in Idaho. Pray for you and your family. Look, You are a very familiar face, and thank you so much. I know you by name, that's for sure. You are a serial super chatter. I get messages from you. Besides the super chats, thank you so much for keeping coming back here every single day, and thank you. You are definitely part of the community, and you're a very, very well known member of the community. Thank you, and I appreciate the super chat as well. Coco Cook, thanks for doing this. Thank you for the super chat. Big Tax, I love butter. I don't blame them. Me too, you know. I am the one who needs to stay away from butter, not them. Yes, I think that's it. Oi, many messages today. Aaron Jones, your question caught my eye, but please put it in caps. Arno Rorda, hello inside Russia. Thank you for the kind words about Holland. Keep your spirits up. Better days are coming. Arno, thank you so much. Well, Holland is really special place for me. Me and Natasha, we've been to Holland a few times. Great place, just great place. You know, I think that's the way life should be. That's how you live it. Very decent people, very down to earth, very common sense. You know, the products that come from Holland, they're like highest quality. That's just thank you for being who you are. Thank you for the super chat as well. Liberty's Journey, thank you so much for the super chat. Doing the great work is a little something to help those who need it from Brooklyn, New York. Thank you so much. Another $50 will do. Thank you. You know, I'm trying to think how to organize this thing. Karen and then a couple more people sent me money for the operons. I'm gonna film, but I'm not gonna release for the, you know, for the. It's just not. I feel bad enough for making that previous video before the 24th of February. You know, we went with Natasha and when actually covered the operon, like how we were buying the things for operons. I think it's not a very modest thing to do, but that actually worked out well because a few people sent me money. I think a few $100s. One was 500 and another one was a few hundred. And then we actually took that money and then we bought some more things and then we just gave money to the refugees from Ukraine and to the operons. So it worked out well. But this time what I'm going to do, I'm going to film, but I'm going to upload it to YouTube, but I'm going to make it available to Karen and to the people who actually donated money, you know, so you see where your money went to. That's the idea, at least. And you know what? I'm gonna, for the money that you've donated, I'm gonna triple. I'm gonna, you know, there's gonna be amount, and I'm gonna, from me, I'm going to add 3 times that amount, okay? Because I'm getting some income from YouTube, and that's where part of my income goes to. I feel like this definitely not just income and money, but I must share it with other people too. Thanks for another super chat, Tangen. Have followed you for a long time. $100, holy cow. So now I'm poor. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's you who did 1,000 Norwegian krone, right? So that's 1,200. So that's $120. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming back every time. Thanks for following. Zdenek Pavlatka, good to see you back. Good to see the serial super chatter. Hello from Prague. Today's message sounded crazy. Trust me, I was taken so much by surprise and shock when I saw that. I took out my camera and I started taking pictures because, you know what? This is crazy. You're right. Really sad. Better believe it. Yes. But what I found even crazier are the people on the social media constantly repeating how sanctions, etc., have no effect on Russia and only hurt us. They hurt you, but they hurt us more. Okay. Yet to come. I guarantee you, like my channel now is being watched by like a lot of Russian YouTubers, and I am being picked on in the comments, in the videos and stuff like that. It doesn't bother me a bit, but you watch. People saw and they will see my community post, and they will start making their own videos saying, hey, look, here we have butter and it's not in the cages. Yes, this is the first time I saw the butter in the cage. But please understand, my camera does not lie. When I make a video from a shopping mall, I take my camera and I film, and everything I see with my eyes, you see. That's why I love YouTube. You can read an article and it's just words written by someone. But when you actually go on YouTube or anywhere else and you see in a film, video, then the camera does not lie. My camera does not lie. I saw that happening in a very, very famous supermarket. And I think this is just an early bird. Here in Rostov, that lady told me that they're going to implement this policy of looking up butter throughout other stores too. So don't listen to anyone who's telling you things. Look with your own eyes. Trust your own eyes. That's all I'm asking. Okay. Thanks for your message, and a very important one. And thanks for the super chat as well. And everyone, all of you folks, trust your own eyes. Do not trust words. One picture says more than 1,000 words, and 1 minute of video says more than 1,000 pictures. You know how much heat I got for that supermarket video? People saying, oh, you know what? Look, this is our local supermarket. Plenty of people. Everything's fine. Fantastic, Or they write in the comments, oh, you were just there on Monday morning. No, I was there on Sunday afternoon, okay? And then you could see what is happening inside of that place, all right? And the camera doesn't lie. Anyway, I'll stop talking about that. Just gets me going. Dave, toilet paper next. Plenty of toilet paper. I probably should make a walkthrough. Tomorrow, I'm finishing up the video. You see, before I left Moscow, I did a video of my office center, where I actually work, where my company has offices, and I hadn't been there for quite some time because I had spent a month in Uzbekistan. So I show up after like 2 months after the start of this event, and I'm seeing totally different picture from February or like early March. I saw half of the stores left, moved out. I saw few people, like no traffic, no people. I saw this craziness. So I took pictures, and again, everybody started saying, oh, he's making this up and stuff like that. I said, okay. I took my camera and I did a walking tour. On Friday, last Friday, around 2 p.m., just at the lunch time hour, and I showed the sun. Sun was like up high. You cannot fake sun, okay? So I basically, no editing. I did a walking tour of the first floor, the ground floor, where all the businesses are, and I'm going to upload. And you watch tomorrow, and you make your own decision on whether what's going on here in Russia are things well or not so well, okay? So, toilet paper next. There's plenty of toilet paper, and probably I should make a walking tour of this supermarket with the caged butter. And you know what? Day after tomorrow, I will do that after my dad's service, Plenty of toilet paper, but that's gonna go. Perhaps it'll stay, but fewer people will be able to afford it. That's the true effect on Russia. You see, we have plenty of everything. There's no shortage of anything. We have food. We still can buy Apple iPhones. We can still buy cars, Mercedeses and stuff like that. It's just so, people have so much less money available, okay? And that's pretty much it. 89 MRSA, 100 from Croatia, right? Horvatia. It said how society goes mad in times like this. Lived through similar things in the 90s. Yeah, I know. I used to have a friend from Croatia, Horvatia, back in mid-90s, a guy who I met in the USA who was a refugee, and he was telling me crazy stories, how he was, like a kid, 12-year-old kid, and then they put him into, like kids into groups of teenagers. They gave them guns, they made them fight and stuff like that. It's crazy, So I know where you're coming from. Hope that this doesn't go any worse in Russia and Ukraine. Keep your mind clear and sound like you do. Yeah, thank you, my friend. Thank you. I hope it gets better from here. I truly do. Stat musician, welcome to Inside Russia. Thank you, a new sponsor. $10 from almost All Monster 2066. I like the name, All Monster. Keep the videos up. It's important for the rest of the world know how Russians feel in this time of crisis. Thank you. And you know what? The only regret I am having, and I'm constantly having, is that I do not film enough. Because there's so much stuff to film. Even the basic one, like doing a walk-in tour of a food store to show you what's going on. Simple thing, right? I mean, what is there interesting about it? But these days, I think it would be a good message. It's just, I don't do enough because I simply don't have time. I'm torn between my daytime job and YouTube, which has become another full-time job. So I'm like putting two shifts, one after another. But this is the regret I'm having, because I don't do as much as I would love to do. Okay, so definitely keep on coming, keep on tuning in. The messages are coming. A good message from Tim Rogers. Things look set to get a lot worse before they get better. Yeah, that darkest hour is right before the sunrise. The thing is, are we there yet? Is this the darkest hour? Or it's gonna get darker? That's the question. Catherine, Constantine, you do a lot for one person. It's not easy. It's tiring, I'm really tired. Not burned out. Just, by the way, I would like to thank you again. I'm not burned out because I think one simple reason, because of the super chats. not super chats, because of the live streams and the messages that you send in me. And the messages that I receive in the live streams, in the super chats, and in the comments after the videos. And I specifically, as you see, I specifically left the ability for you to place comments after the super streams, live streams are over. That just gives me motivation. That just gives me this feeling of energy, and this feeling that keeps me going. After 1 hour of speaking, I'm sorry, my tongue is breaking up. Super streams, super live streams. So anyway, the feedback that I get in terms of you talking to me through messages, through comments here in the live stream, super chats, super stickers, sponsorships. I do the live streams for sponsors and patrons. That's also helpful. That's doesn't let me burn out. Okay, if I was just making videos like every day without getting anything from you in terms of words, wishes, prayers, and stuff like that, that'd be much more difficult, and that would be burnout. Okay, but you are keeping me going. Thank you so much. Jan Allen or Jan Allen, 30 pounds. Thank you. Please buy yourself some tea. I'm a tea drinker too, being English. You know what? I think I'm English too, because tea is the only thing that I drink these days. And Natasha starts nagging me a little bit about that, because she thinks my teeth are going a little yellowish because of tea. That's how much I drink it. Anything left, please use to help anyone else you come across that needs help. Sending you love and best wishes from my home in Yorkshire, England, to yours. Jen, I think it's Jen, right? Jen, thank you so much. I will definitely buy tea. Earl Grey, that's what I'm drinking. English breakfast, Earl Grey, orange pekoe are among my favorite ones. I like just plain tea. No sugar, no milk added, no lemon, That's sometimes, rarely, but just plain tea. Thank you so much. I will buy myself more good tea, and I will definitely use money to, if I see someone in need, I will remember of you. Thank you. $5 from Coco Cook. Another $5, right? Buy some better butter for someone. I will. As soon as I run into someone who needs help. And you know what? Just let me acknowledge a couple super chats and I'll get back to it. Alfred Pixner, 10 euro, thank you so much. That's powerful message by itself. And $20 from John Sanders. Thanks for helping satisfy my curiosity about life in Russia. Best wishes from Seattle, USA. Thank you so much. Is it raining in Seattle now? Thank you. Thanks for the super chat. Thanks for the message. I am seeing time. I'm going to be finishing up just about now. Alfred. No, that's not Alfred. That's not. There was a message from someone saying, buy some when you see someone. Really glad I found this channel. Really enjoy it. From Harold F. Thank you so much, Harold. Well, I appreciate the message. I appreciate the money. Thank you. Big, like the name. Spend it on yourself. Sounds like you're carrying lots of weight. A country on your shoulders. Northern Ireland, Belfast. Couple things before I go into prayer, mods. Just give me a few minutes. First of all, yes, I do carry a lot of weight, and I love my country. I came back from the United States. I love the United States. I loved it. I loved living in the USA. Fantastic. I think it's the best country in the world. But I'm Russian. I was born and raised in Russia. My mom and dad are Russian. Russian people are my tribe, you know. So I made a deliberate decision to come back to Russia and live here. And I had not regretted my decision for like 20 years, 18 years, okay? And I do carry a lot of weight because what's happening right now concerns me personally. It's very close to me. I love Ukraine. My mom has Ukrainian maiden name, had Ukrainian maiden name, last name, you know. Um, I spent like a year in Ukraine, and seeing my country is going into conflict with Ukraine, and my country is falling apart. So there are two tragedies happening. One with the Ukrainians and another one with the Russians inside Russia. And I'm seeing this tragedy in the making, okay? So thank you. There is a lot of weight on my shoulders, and I quite frankly don't know what to do. I show up every day, I stream here, I deliver messages, but I don't know what else I can do. I constantly have a feeling that I'm not doing enough. I cannot go on the streets and, well, I'm not gonna talk about that because it's just here in Russia we cannot do that safely. Okay, but what else? There was another message that disappeared, saying that just please help someone you see in need. I've done that before a couple times when I saw like a couple really old ladies, babushkas in front of me, and then they were just pinching pennies. They would have like a plain bread, a loaf of bread, and something like a little bit of milk, like a bottle of milk, and they were just counting coins. A couple times I would just cover their bills, but they were upset. They're like, no, we'll pay. They're so full of pride. Okay, both cases. It was in Moscow a long time ago. Both cases got stuck in my memory because those people are so prideful. Okay, they don't beg for money. They don't ask for money. They both accepted, but only after I insisted very, very, I don't know. I was very insisting, let's put it this way. Okay, that's the message in return to that super chat. Thank you. There are a few more super chats. Eyes, thank you so much. Thanks for the message, sticker message, you know, thanks for the money. Veronica Treven, $20, no message, but this message is powerful enough. Thank you. They keep on coming. Tangent, thank you so much. Again, thank you. Keep it up. I will. Yes, Lorna and Mommy and Robert, Bob and Julie and Harry Pinball. Pinball was also part of Team Russia, inside Russia. And Yarn Prepper, thank you for showing up and keeping me safe, trying to keep me safe. No one can keep me safe really here in Russia, you know. If they want, they can knock on my door at any time, but at least, you know. Mommy says I missed several super chats. I see, it's just I got carried away. I'm sorry. Hang on. I will try to scan. Jamie Baird, the mods say time is up. I know. I'm finishing up. Lisa Lamberson, Constantine, please add to the prayers today. Okay, you know what? If I don't add to the prayers right away, then it is so many emails. You know, I'll miss it. So let me just hang on. The amount of emails after this video that got like 2.3 million views I'm receiving is, I'm sinking. I don't, you know, it's really difficult to answer everyone. It's impossible. Like 150 emails every day. Families of 14 children, one teacher just killed at school just an hour from my home. What should I say in prayer? Like, how do I approach it? The killed just got killed. I don't know. Please, mods, tell me how I should pray for that. I don't know. 14 children, one teacher. Holy cow. That's beyond sad. It's just crazy. Yeah, I think that's it for this pray for the elementary school, says mommy. Just pray from your heart. I don't know how to. How do I approach this tragedy? Yeah, Lorna. Yeah, we gotta figure something out. My friends, thank you. This has been a very emotional stream for me. It's been very touching, and thank you for coming. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sending money in super chats for me and for people. I will try to put them into very good use. I'll do my best. Thank you. I'm asking you to join me in prayer and let's please pray. And if you're a believer, that goes without saying. If you're non-believer, then just join us and send good wishes to people. Dear God, please forgive us our sins. Thank you so much for giving us such a good day. Thank you for putting food on our tables, putting roofs over our heads, surrounding us with loved people, with loved ones, with family, friends, colleagues, and good people. I'm asking you to influence people to stop the bloodshed in Ukraine, to stop the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Please open the hearts of the ones who make decisions, open their minds, open their eyes, fill their hearts with love, fill with compassion, with mercy, and show them what's been done and this horror that's been done, so they get terrified and they stop this. Please help everyone who's been affected in Ukraine. Regular people, soldiers, Ukrainian soldiers, Russian soldiers, just please stop the bloodshed. No one dies anymore. Send angels to help everyone who's in need of help. Please send angels with sharp swords to get rid of the demons that have hijacked my country, and have angels, your angels, run my country and make it shine again, make it righteous again, make it a good neighbor to everyone again. Please send us wisdom so we raise our children the way that they make better world. When they grow up, they will never fight with one another, but just love and be friends with one another. Thank you for bringing us together in this very strange virtual place, a live stream on YouTube, people from all over the world. Thank you, and thank you for giving us an opportunity to pray together. I am asking to help everyone in this live stream praying. Please have everyone's prayer answered and everyone's wish come true. I would like to ask you, well, I would like to mention a few names of people who reached out to me and mentioned and asked me to mention their names. So we all pray for them. They need your help. They need your hand to be reached out and to their, so you touch their hearts and their heads and help them. And these people are 14 kids and a teacher that were killed at elementary school. Shay, Rafaela Fromm and her daughter Anna, William Schaffner, Elena, Natasha, Jake, Michael, Oля, Dasha and Sky, and Bonnie, Rebecca, Melissa, Buzz, and Mary, Jean-Paul, Paula, Jane, Michael's mom, Brian's mom, Marlene, Mikhail's family, Dimitrius, Kieran, Maddie, Sharon, Narnian lady, newborn Maverick and his mom, Brantley, Susan S., Sabrine Fell, Fiona, Susan, Moby 1, Skipper 09, Paul Binns, Sandy, and Kim. Thank you very much for hearing us out. Thank you very much for listening to us and reaching us and touching us with your love. Thank you. Amen. My friends, thank you so much. Been really good stream, very touching, very, very emotional. I will see you tomorrow. You're absolutely awesome and you rock. Please keep on coming back for more information from Russia and from me, really. Thank you. I will see you all tomorrow. In case I did not mention someone in the super chats, didn't acknowledge, thank you so much. I saw a few super chats at the very end as we were praying. Jean, Tanjan, and thank you. I will see you tomorrow.